Hello, I would like to make a video addressing my recent video calling for men to go to therapy. I love nothing more than to see the Black man prosper, but you're not. You're not, and it's hurting me. The Black family has been systematically dismantled, and you're only upholding the dismantlement.
This ain't a rap song, it's Red Pill Rich. It used to be a time that fairy tales were true.
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor, hit the notifications button right now. All right, guys, today I'm going to be reacting to a video of a therapist who went off on men in a video on TikTok that ended up getting her fired. Now, I am in a rush to react to this video. I have not watched the entire video. I just seen that it was going viral. I grabbed it off of TikTok, downloaded it, and put it in the machine, and now we are reacting to it blindly. So if I say some things that you don't like, I don't care. Let's get to it.
Hello, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. Friday, didn't have employment. All of this started with a Psychology Today article stating that men are lonelier than ever because they have no emotional skills. And I agreed and doubled down and told y'all that y'all lives would radically improve if you expanded.
Okay, I understand what she's saying from there, and in a way that she's right, in a way that she's wrong. When it comes to men emotionally, we have not been taught to express ourselves emotionally because a man has to always stand strong. That's what most men are battling, is that when men get around other men, we're taught to be strong. But when men get around women, they're taught to be weak and to get in their emotions. The more you get in your emotions, emotions will distract you from reality. So over the course of these past 10 to 15 to 20 years, men have actually been brainwashed into being weaker men in order to keep women from feeling intimidated. Women have to realize is that you play the victim, and men are adjusting to you feeling like you have been a victim your whole life. That's what's happening in society. Men are adjusting to becoming the man that you want to be, but at the same time, they still have a masculine frame that's within them. So a lot of confusion is going with men because the type of guy that you wanted men to be, they're that now. But the problem is you don't want a weak man. You want a strong man. Men are cross between being alpha and being weak. That's the first understanding that women need to have before they're judgmental about men expanding what's coming out of their mouth. In other words, what she's saying is, you guys have came online, you've learned a lot of information, but you lack the experiences in life, which is why you're standing still inside of rooms and lonely by yourself with nowhere to go. What you want to do is you need life experiences in order for you to heal. Let's get to it.
But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable, like, hey, see me, I stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted massa. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I do have to say that whoever got her in trouble, nowadays you don't know. It could be a female that sent that into massa as well, because you have a lot of women that are not agreeing with women nowadays. You have a lot of girls that have turned the tables. And now when they see women going against men, those women are kind of like, listen, I don't have a man, and it's because of girls like this that I do not have a man. So those girls nowadays can report you as well, not just men.
So first the post goes viral on Twitter, and y'all wanted to argue is blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved, and that's the conclusion that I've come to.
That's another thing. We talked about that in my last video. A lot of guys have female tendency. You want to argue all day. You want to debate all day. You want to always correct people. You want to prove who's right. You have to learn. If somebody's wrong, let them be wrong. If somebody's saying something stupid, let them say something stupid. You don't agree with something somebody does, you don't always have to be opinionated. That's a female trait. A female is always opinionated. A female is always trying to correct stuff. A female is always trying to be perfect. And yes, a lot of men have become that way, but you've also been programmed that way. Let's not get it twisted.
So because this shit's gone viral, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We starting a discussion on mental health, and you might not like my fucking delivery, but motherfuckers is starting to talk, shaking the tables. I don't give a fuck. But then it turns into this entire crusade of attacking a black woman who serves the fucking black community. There were comments like, I'm gonna find her credentials and report her, cause I told y'all to be better? Yeah, y'all are fucking weird. Y'all scream that y'all want to protect women, protect black women specifically, but have done nothing to protect this black woman who has been serving the communities. I have been violated in several areas, and I'm going to outline each one.
Well, she has to realize is that as a B-dub, everyone is already expecting you to be strong due to the fact that most of you preach you don't need a man, don't want a man, don't respect a man. So I'm sorry to say that when she was opinionated, what she has to realize is that women, especially B-dubs, you're not the favoritism in today's world because the BMs feel very unappreciated. It's that simple. So she is walking inside of the lion's den trying to play devil's advocate, and that's where she's getting caught up at. She's not realizing is that she should have never really said anything.
This article was written by a fucking black woman, putting my full government and my place of employment. So being doxxed by a black woman can't fake, kind of fucking hurts, and she never once reached out to me or contacted me so I could spend my side of the story.
Right, because you guys don't like each other. That's what I've been preaching. I've been preaching it's a slave mindset. I keep telling you guys, they're programmed to be breeders. Not programmed to be wives, not programmed to be supportive girlfriends. They're programmed to be breeders and narcissists. So yes, your own is turning against you because she wants a man and you're putting men down and she's probably in the process of trying to get one.
This is the article that spooked my fucking job and got me fired. Not only did she not have any regard for my safety, many other articles have been written as a result. Here are a few of them, just to name a few. Black Twitter has words for therapists scolding men to go to fucking therapy. Y'all attacked me and got mad at me because I wanted better for y'all. That's the most crab in the barrel bucket type bullshit I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Well, welcome to Niggerville. That's what we call it over here. Yes, when you graduate from being a Negro and you graduate to a black person, you don't go back. Because if you go back, they're going to pull you in. They're going to pull you right back into that barrel. And that's what a lot of African Americans do. You make it out and then you try to go back and then they pull you in. But when you leave and you go into a whole nother dimension. You're not supposed to go back, even if it's family and friends.
A plethora of black men decided to take it upon themselves to call my employment to get me fired. You succeeded, but you succeeded in not the way that you think. If it's one thing about black women is that we're incredibly resilient. This just cleared the table to give me space and opportunity to educate the masses while shaking our asses to healing because y'all got mad because I wanted you to do better. I was told they consulted with shareholders and decided to terminate my contract because I told y'all to go to therapy. That's the world we live in. Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could...
Okay, ma'am, they did that to Kevin Samuels. She's not understanding that when Kevin Samuels was telling people the truth, they couldn't handle it as well because the lie is more entertaining. That's what's going on in this space and that's what's going on in life. Now you have a female that's trying to correct people and she's getting canceled just like Kevin Samuels was telling people the truth and he ended up getting canceled as well. Why? People don't want the truth. People don't want to change because in order to be the person that lives out this wonderful life, you have to walk through the valley. You got to walk into the darkness first. You must go through the ups and downs. You must go through the loopholes. You must get knocked down, get back up, knocked down, get back up, knocked down, and get back up, till that just becomes part of your life. Once you graduated on to the, the hustler's world, the grinding world, the world of success, the world of living out your every dream, this is a lifestyle. It would never stop. What do I mean? The ideas don't stop. You're not going to get to $1 million and say, oh, I'm a millionaire, let me just go on break. It doesn't work that way. When you get to $1 million, there's a lot you did to get to $1 million that you got to make sure you sustain what made you $1 million while trying to make something else master that's better to get you past that $1 million. That's what people are not understanding about bettering yourself and becoming the best version of yourself. You're going to always be working on it. And when people realize that that's what it takes to get to the top, they run away from the truth because that mountain is too high. It's easy to sit down and fantasize about getting to the top and then tell yourself that people that get to the top are just luckier than you. That way you feel better staying at the bottom. Life is going to be based on hyenas and life is going to be based on lions. Nowadays, you just have to be a lion that's taking over your territory quietly, and you can't be too outspoken. Why? It's a weak sign. Silence is power. A lot of you guys learn to keep your comments to yourself. As a content creator, I know how far I can go and I know how far I can't. But the trained eye out there and the trained ear out there, the emotional ear, will cancel you if you say stuff that they don't agree with. And it not only works with men, but it works with women. So my advice to this lady and to any women that are watching this is exactly what Kevin Samuels went through. He tried his hardest to better both men and women and got treated differently. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.